Hello my dear students, welcome you all in online class. So student, today we are going to discuss on chapter number 1, Nutrition in Plants. Today will be revision class 1. Okay. So let's begin. So student, as you know that food gives us energy to carry out the basic activities of our life. Many processes of life such as breathing, digestion, excretion, then also circulation, everything is under life processes. So the process by which an organism obtains food is called nutrition. And nutrition is basically two types, means different ways to obtain food. These are the modes. So modes of nutrition basically two types. First is autotrophic, next is heterotrophic. Okay, so today we will discuss only autotrophic mode of nutrition. Autotrophic means the organisms, they have ability to prepare their food for themselves, means they can make their food own. But heterotrophic, they cannot obtain their food by their own. They depend other to obtain food. So today we only discuss about autotrophic mode of nutrition. Let's begin with that. As you know that all green plants, blue-green algae, they are able to make their food by a process that is called photosynthesis. That's why green plants, blue-green algae, they are called autotrophs. Okay. So to understand the photosynthesis process clearly, we will see what happens during photosynthesis step by step. Okay, so student, just see this. First here picture you can see the growth of a plant. Okay, as plants need food for energy and growth, so without food they cannot be grow properly. Green plants obtain food by the process of photosynthesis, as you know. So students, now you will see how the process of photosynthesis takes place step by step. So green plants takes carbon dioxide from air and water from soil, and water is absorbed by root and carried out to the leaves by pipelines running through the root system. Okay, and you may have question that how this air enters the leaves. Actually the answer will be these leaves having small microscopic pores like structure called stomata. These stomata are mainly for gaseous exchange, so that carbon dioxide take in by them, and these plants absorb atmospheric carbon dioxide and water and convert them into food in the form of glucose or sugar and oxygen, that is in presence of chlorophyll and with the help of energy from the sun in the form of sunlight. So this process is called photosynthesis. Below you can see there is the equation for photosynthesis. Here you can see that carbon dioxide and water in leaves, they are actually reduced into glucose and oxygen. Carbon dioxide here reduced into glucose, and here 6 CO2, 6 is the molecule, and carbon dioxide, here the chemical formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. 6 molecule of carbon dioxide plus 6 molecule of water, that is H2O, that converts in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll glucose, that is a chemical formula C6H12O6 plus 6 molecule of oxygen, that is O2, chemical formula is O2. Okay, and one thing you have to remember that it is not necessary that all the steps takes place at the same time. For example, in case of desert plants, actually they take carbon dioxide at night, and that carbon dioxide it's converted into an intermediate product at night. But at night, due to lack of sunlight, how they can make their food, how they can prepare their food, this is impossible. That's why that intermediate product is actually stored in them at night. In the next morning, in presence of sunlight, that intermediate product is actually converted into their food in presence of sunlight. So photosynthesis, during photosynthesis when sunlight will be available. Okay, so that is why it is not necessary that all the steps of photosynthesis takes place at the same time. Okay. Next, site of photosynthesis. Site means where photosynthesis takes place. Photosynthesis is mainly occurs in chloroplast. You can see in green leaves there are some small pigment like structure. These are called chloroplast, and chloroplast is filled with chlorophyll, and due to presence of chlorophyll the color of leaf is green, and this chloroplast is only present in green plant, and that's why photosynthesis takes place. So main site of photosynthesis is chloroplast, where chlorophyll is present. And in the below picture you can see a picture of stomata. Stomata is actually here for just being shown that it is for gaseous exchange, like CO2 easily enters through the lip pores, through the stomatal pore, and also oxygen comes out through these pores. So this stomatal pore is mainly for gaseous exchange. Now students, you can say that what are the raw materials for photosynthesis. There are so many things which are very essential for photosynthesis in plants. So what are the main things? First is the sunlight. Okay. Second is carbon dioxide, that is as absorbed by the green leaves, as there are small pores present in them called stomata. Through stomata, this carbon dioxide enters into the leaves. Next, chloroplast, and fourth is water. I hope you understood that how these raw materials actually essential for photosynthesis. Next, with intake of that raw materials, there are some other materials, like these are found in soil, like iron, nitrogen, magnesium, phosphorus. These are the things. So here nitrogen is found in soil as organic or inorganic form. Okay. Now let's recapitulate the full process photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is a process by which plant use to convert the light energy from the sun, that is the sunlight, into chemical energy that they can use. So what is the chemical energy here? Here the chemical energy is in the form of the molecule of sugar, that is glucose. Okay, and that glucose is the main energy source, and that glucose is used by plants and animal for food. I hope you understood. If you have any problem, ask me in the e-portal about this process, and tomorrow we will discuss on the heterotrophic mode of nutrition in more detail. Okay, students, that's all. Thank you.